Morning, dear children. Let us start with the exercise 6.5. For that, I request you all to please open your books on page number 130. In this exercise, we'll do and practice and apply Pythagoras theorem on various questions. Question number 1. In triangle PQR, right angle at P. Okay, first question we have PQR, which is right angle at P. What do you mean by right angle at P? Means this is P, this can be R, this can be Q, or you can take this as a Q, or this can be R. That's not a problem. If PQ is 10 centimeter, it means base is 10 centimeter, and PR is 24 centimeter. Find QR. It means we have to find hypotenuse. By Pythagoras theorem, you know that when we apply Pythagoras theorem to find the side, this is what I have stated in Pythagoras theorem, that base square plus perpendicular square is equal to hypotenuse square. This is what base square plus perpendicular square is equal to hypotenuse square. This is what Pythagoras theorem is. Yes or no? Correct? What is base? 10 square. What is perpendicular? 24 square. If we don't know hypotenuse, can I take hypotenuse be x? So we can say let the hypotenuse be x centimeter. You can assume that. Okay, we can let. Clear? So x square. Now what is squaring means? Understand it very carefully from here. Squaring is 10 into 10. 24 square means 24 into 24 is equal to x square. Yes or no? Anyone with a doubt in this? That what is 10 square plus 24 square is equal to? Clear everyone? Now tell me what is 10 into 10? What is 10 into 10? 10 into 10 is 100. And 24 into 24 is 576. If I'll solve, is equal to x square. Are we clear? Now 100 plus 576 is equal to 676 is equal to x square. Now this step is very important. Now how to solve this? What happens? Here square, right? I can write like this. Not a problem. 676. Understand this is very important. How to do it, how to solve it. Here, what should be the number that if I multiply it twice, I must get x. This is what square is. Like 10 into 10 is 100. So 100 is a square. And how we get 100? How we get 100 by 10 into 10. Similarly, what are the two same numbers which will give you 676? How to solve? Just understand. 676 will solve by prime factorization method. Prime factorization method. So it will be 3. It will be 3, it will be 8. Again, divide by 2, I will be getting 2, 6 and 9. Yes or no? Yes or no? Now you know that this will be going on 13 table because 13 is 169. 13 into 13 is 169. Again, 13 into 1 is 13 only. This is what prime factorization I am getting. Now x square is equal to 2 into 2 into 13 into 13. This is what prime factorization of 676 is. Yes or no? Now how many times 2 is coming? So can I write like this? It is 2 into 13 whole square. Yes or no? Why? Because 2 is also coming 2 times and 13 is also coming 2 times. So I can say 2 and 13 multiplied by whole square. Yes or no? Because if I open this, I will be getting this only. Yes or no? Square here also, square here also. Can I cut? What I am getting? X is equal to 2 into 13, which is 26. Hence, the hypotenuse is equal to 26 centimeters. Clear? Another method of solving this, method 2, means now I am using the technical term which is known as square root, which you will study in class 8. Here I have written x square is equal to 676. Now here power is 2. Like in transposition, plus sign will become minus, multiply will become divide. Similarly, if the power 2 will go there, it become half. It will become half. Here it was 2, there it will become half. If it was 3, 3 will become 1 by 3, reciprocal, which we denote by this. But do remember, if we'll go there, it goes with the plus minus sign. It means x can be plus also, x can be minus also. It can be both. Now the square root, you will solve with this method only, prime factorization. Now how to solve? If on doing prime factorization, I'll be getting 2 into 2, 13 into 13. Now we'll be pairing. 2 is coming 2 times, 13 is coming 2 times. So we'll take 1 2 out and 1 13 out, and hence I'll be getting 26. This is another method. Are we clear? Once again I'm repeating, this is very important, that first of all you can do with this method, you will prime factorization and you will use 2 and 13 out and then square cancel out. One method is x square is equal to 676. If the power will go there, it will become half, which we denote like this. This is called square root. This is symbol for square root. Square root means you have to take the number which is coming 2 times after this. What we have to do, if 2 and 13 were coming 2 times in this, we have taken 2 and 13 out. 1 2 and 1 13 out. This is what square root means. That the square number, its root needs to be taken out. That is why 2 and 13, they were squares, and root is what? Root means how many? 2 and 13. They are the roots. Hence square roots. The roots are taken out. That is why 2 is taken and 13 is taken. And hence we are getting 26. Are we clear? Any doubt with this question? Question number 2. It's same, solve it yourself please. Same question, solve it yourself. Question number 3, the ladder 15 meter long reached the window. I understand this is important question. Very good application of Pythagoras theorem. This is what the electricians who climbs on the poles, they make use of Pythagoras theorem. That where, for example, in the third question, I am having a window somewhere here. This is a window, right? What I have to do? A ladder 15 meter long reached the window 12 meter high from the ground. This is the ground. Yeah, this is the ground. And this window is 12 meter high. This is what 12 meter high. Are we clear? It's against a wall at a distance of 3. Find the distance of the foot of a ladder from the wall. And what we have done, from the ground, we actually kept one ladder of what length? Of length 15 meter. This is ladder. Are we clear? Of what height? 15 meter. Now the question is, what is the distance between the foot of the ladder and the ground? The distance between the foot of the ladder from the wall. If this is wall, obviously this will be the wall. So we have to find this distance, and they have given this, let's assume this as A. Are we clear? So how we will do? Obviously the wall and the window will be at 90 degree to the ground or not. Or is it tilted in your house? No ways. You see any wall of your house, it will be always 90 degree with the ground, with the floor. Hence this will be 90 degree. Let me assume A, B, C. What we will do? Again Pythagoras theorem. By Pythagoras theorem. Very easy questions. Can I say base square again and again? Please do write this. Base square plus perpendicular square is equal to hypotenuse square. What is hypotenuse here? The hypotenuse is what? The length of the ladder. What is the base? The distance between the foot of the ladder and the wall. And what is the height? Height is the how high the window is from the ground. Yeah, the height of the window from the ground. Clear? What is base? We don't know. We are going to take it A square. What is perpendicular? That is 12 square. And what is hypotenuse? Hypotenuse is 15, therefore 15. Are we clear? Now a square as it is will keep. 12 square means 12 into 12 and 15 means 15 into 15. Yes or no? 15 square. So a square. What is 12 into 12? It is 144. What is 15 into 15? It is 225 if you solve. Now we are getting a linear equation. Is it a linear equation? No, it is non-linear equation because here power, the variable power is 2 right now. So it's not a linear equation, but we will solve in the same method. We will take this first there. 225, here, there it was plus, here it will be minus. What I'll be getting? 15 if you'll solve. Yes, 1. Next, 8. I'll be getting 81. I'll be getting 81 on solving. Are we clear? Any doubt anyone is having? Now, you know that 81 is what? 9 into 9 or not? 81 is 9 into 9 or not? 9 9 is 81. So can I write a square is equal to 9 square because 9 is coming 2 times. Again cancelling out, I will be getting a is equal to 9 centimeter. Very easy question. Therefore, the distance of foot of the ladder from the wall is 9 centimeter. Are we clear? This how we will solve. Why we will not take? In the previous, if I solve with under root, I will be getting a is equal to under root 81 from here. If I take the square, that side it will become under root. Plus minus. Why we neglect minus? Length cannot be minus, guys. We cannot. Can I say I walked minus 5 meters? What is that nonsense? Not at all. 5 meter means what? You haven't walked. Means are you going down? Even if you are going down, that minus sign shows you have done an integers. That shows that you are going down. It doesn't mean you have covered minus distance. No. So that's why we never consider minus. Hence, we always consider plus with the length. That is why we neglect minus. Are we clear? If I write minus 9 whole square, what is the answer? Minus 9 into minus 9. 9 9 is 81 and minus minus is plus. And what is 9 square? 9 square is 9 into 9 again 81. So minus 9 square or 9 square both are 81. So that is why in under root when we solve we consider both values. But when it comes to length we always consider the positive value because length cannot be negative. Are we clear? Question number 4. Which of the following can be the sides of a right angle triangle? What you have to do in the question, you have to apply Pythagoras theorem and then you have to solve it. I'll be solving one part of it for you. I'll be solving the one part of it for you. Let me solve 4th question. Let me take it second part. 2 centimeter, 2 centimeter, 5 centimeter. And the answer it will not. I'm sure about it. Which will be the hypotenuse? The longest side, obviously. So 2 square plus 2 square is equal to 5 square by using Pythagoras theorem. That is important. Now solve. What is 2 square? 2 into 2. What is 2 square? 2 into 2. What is 5 square? 5 into 5. Now 4 plus 4 is equal to 25. 8 is equal to 25. Is it possible? No. LF is not equal to LF. Hence, it is not a right angle triangle. Because in triangle in which we cannot apply Pythagoras theorem, the triangle cannot be right angle triangle. Because I told you, Pythagoras theorem is applicable only in right angle triangles. Are we clear? This is how you have to solve the question. Question number 5. Same application. A tree is broken at a height of 5 meters from the ground. We have a tree. And it was broken from the height of 5 meters from the ground. It means if this is the ground, at 5 meters, it got broken. Okay, it got broken. And its top touches the ground at the distance of 12 meters from the base of the tree. Find the original height of the tree. Very good question, but it will seem difficult to you because in some context it will look like very difficult. But indeed it is not. What happened? When it got dropped, the top part, means this particular part, touches the ground. It means it came here like this. and its distance from the top, means the base of the tree, was 12 centimeter. 12 meter, not centimeter, 12 meter. Are you getting? Again I am repeating. It broke at the height of 5 centimeter. From here, the tree actually broke. This was the tree, and it broke. And what happened? It reaches like this. The upper part reaches like this. Are we clear? Again, understand. If this is the tree, if this is the tree, this is the height of the tree. The upper part of it got broke and tilted like this with the ground, making 12 meters distance from the base. Are we clear? So the picture would look like, the figure would look like, this is 12 meter, this is 5 meter till here. The upper part, the broken part, will come down like this. Yes or no? So this is the complete height of the tree. This is the complete height of the tree. H. Complete height of the tree. And this is 5 centimeter. Let me assume that the upper height is x centimeter. Are we clear? The upper height is x centimeter. So what will be the total height? Total height will be 5 plus x. Yes or no? This height is x. This is 5. Total is h. So h is 5 plus x. Yes or no? Yes or no? Like this way, if I'll explain you. This is a tree for us. This is the down part, this is the upper part which got broken. We have to find this height because this we already know it is 5 meters. So we have to find this. This will be the total height. So whatever this height I'll be getting, I'll add 5 to it, I'll be getting total height of the tree. This is what the question is. Now by Pythagoras theorem, we know the perpendicular, we know the base, we can solve it. So 12 square plus 5 square is equal to x square because the longest side. Hypotenuse 144, 25. I am solving directly because I have already explained you. If I solve, I will be getting 169 x square. You know that 13 into 13 is 169 x square. So 13 square is equal to x square. X square square cancel. It means x is equal to 13. So this is 13 meters. So what is the total height of the tree? Total height of the tree is 5 plus x. It means 5 plus 13, which is 18 meter. Total height, which is 18 meter. Are we clear? This is what the question is. This is what the question is. Clear with the question? Any doubt anyone is having? Let's start with question number 6. Angles PQR of a triangle are 25 and 65. Write each of the following is true. Let's see. Very important question, very good application. From here you will understand what is true. What we have to do in the question, first of all we need to find where is. It is given like question number 6. Figure is almost like this. This is 25. This is 65. This is Q, this is P, this is R. If I apply angle sum property in this triangle, I am able to find this triangle. See, 25 plus 65 plus angle P is equal to 180. This is angle sum property of a triangle. If I solve, this is 90 degree. Angle P is equal to 180 degree. Angle P is equal to 180 degree minus 90 degree. Angle P is equal to 90 degree. It means this is right angle triangle. This is right angle triangle for sure. If this is right angle triangle, QR must be what? Hypotenuse. Because side opposite to the longest or the largest angle is hypotenuse. So this must be hypotenuse. This can be base and this can be perpendicular, or this can be base and this can be perpendicular, but our hypotenuse is fixed for sure. So if we apply Pythagoras theorem, the result should be either we can say QP square plus PR square is equal to QR square. Are we having any option? PQ square, understand one more thing. If I write PQ or QP is one and the same thing. There is not a problem. It's not a problem. Means length is same. They both are same. Do remember. Similarly, PR or RP, they are same. I told you before also. Because their length, the lengths are not changing. Clear? So option A wrong because it is saying PQ square plus hypotenuse. How base plus hypotenuse is perpendicular? No way. Second, PQ square plus PR square is equal to Q. Yes, second option is absolutely correct. Second is true, first is false. Third, PR square again wrong. PR is okay, perpendicular square plus hypotenuse square is equal to base square. Not possible. So first is false, second is true, third is also false. So what is the right answer? PQ square plus PR square is equal to QR square. Are we clear? Nice question. First of all, we have to find whether the given triangle is right angle or not. Then only we will able to apply the Pythagoras theorem. So first what I did, I found the third angle, angle P. Then I found that this was 90 degree, it means right angle triangle, and hence I applied what? The Pythagoras theorem. Clear? Question number 7. Question number 7. Nice question. Find the perimeter of a rectangle whose length is 40 cm and diameter is 41. What do you mean by rectangle? A four-sided figure. Rectangle means four-sided figure. A parallelogram whose length and breadth are different. Four-sided figure whose all sides are parallel means AB is parallel to CD and AD is parallel to BC. But a type of parallelogram whose length is not equal to breadth. Secondly, each angle is 90 degree. This is what rectangle is. This is what rectangle is. So, what do you mean by diagonal? Diagonal means joining the opposite sides, opposite vertices. Diagonal means what? If you join the opposite vertices of any figure, you will be getting diagonal. But in triangle, we don't have diagonal, we have hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is the longest side. Similarly, in quadrilaterals, we have four-sided figures, we have diagonal. So, here it is given, the length is 40 cm and diagonal is 41 cm. 41 meters.